Welcome back, guys. This is CaptJacSparo, and we are on episode 11 of the DNS Techpack. I have failed this so many times. I think I'm intentionally failing it now. I had a viewer, Pat Jack, mentioned in episode, what was it? Episode 6 to use this fax resource pack. So I am, as you can see, it's a little different here. And as soon as it lets go, come on, really? It's already loaded. I've been using it. And we wait. There we go. Okay, so let's trying to remember. There's definitely an update. I've turned off updates because of fear of the Java plague that I've been having on the FTB launcher. That's fixed, so you guys might see a new FTB. Holy cow! By the way, this is the first time I've actually taken off my armor. I'm still in the CaptJacSparo skin, but for some reason I look like a woman abuser. I'm sorry. That's wrong. I might have to change my skin. Anyway, get dressed, you ugly. Okay, so I'm going to jump right to it. I have, again, filled all of this mess, and as you can see, we've been dabbling in Applied Energistics 2. Okay, so, long story short, what have we done up here? We haven't really done much outside. I used, I think in a previous episode, I used the thing down there to get the components for the Magnum torch. I had to go all over the place to find cactus for something. I can't remember what it was for, but it turned out that I couldn't even use it. Like, literally all over the place. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a huge mushroom biome. And then I ended up finding my voice that it can actually talk. I'm stuttering on words, I'm sorry. But I ended up finding a desert way away from home. And I got my cactus that, oh, we're going to go ahead and do this. I got my cactus that I've been needing oh so desperately. Now, I did find out that as long as you have Silk Touch, which this mace, this hammer has Silk Touch, you can pick up lucky blocks. And if you pick up lucky blocks, you can read how lucky they are. And if you can read how lucky they are, you can add some gold and make them even more lucky. So I made them all lucky. All of them. Yeah, lucky bow. Look at that. Yeah, I'll take it. Over death. I'll take, well, minus the record. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that, definitely. One of my daughters thinks this is kind of cheating. The other one says, it's in the game. You're not cheating. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. That scared the you-know-what out of me, and I'll take it. And another lucky bow. I'll take that, too. 2 lucky bows? Yeah, I'm not complaining. Now, these are just the ones that I found outside in the game and running around while off camera. If I run into one with you guys on the camera on cam, I'm not gonna wuss out. I'm gonna run it. So, with that said, let's spider eyes. Empty our inventory here. I kind of need some stuff in my inventory. I have definitely been we're gonna leave these in here so I can do something with them later. I have definitely been exploiting the you-know-what out of this thing. Look at how full that is. That's not full, but we'll get to that later. I've been copying and like to the point I'm starting to bank stuff. Like look at all that EMC. That is a lot of EMC. Give you another idea. 20 diamonds, 20 blocks of diamonds plus a couple of stacks. Yeah, that thing is OP. Which leads me to what isn't OP. Well, the Applied Energistics pack or mod is quite OP, but it's also quite a pain in the you-know-what. Just to create this, it's taken me the better part of a day, which is crazy. Plus interruptions, obviously, but still crazy. Now, the whole point to this applied energistics piece, the reason why I need it is because of this. I want to fire this up. I want to clean out the bottom of the base, and I want to build my stuff in layers. Who doesn't? I do. So, what do we do? First thing we need is, well, the other episode we used, or previous episode, we used this guy here, the workbench, to make the quarry plus. And to line up the quarry's construction lines, I guess, you need landmarks. I'm not going to make that one since I have 10. No big deal. Get rid of them. Okay. And then what you do is, first thing you do is you put a lever. You put a lever where this Quarry Plus is, and a marker there. Flip it, and it'll show you the end of the line. And then go place a doohickey at the end of the line. And I don't think I went and picked them up, which was silly of me, because then I wasted them. Okay, so then you know how far to go, blah, 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 and this, that, and the other thing. Now, all I need to do is hook up this line that goes all the way down to it, except for, like, right next to it, and then I can get power to it. But I need a way to get it from the material from down there all the way back up over here, my applied energistics room, to fill up these drives, which I will go over these drives. Obviously, these are 1Ks, these are 4Ks, and I made a 16K, hence why it took all day. About that. I hate this. I hate the fact that these don't have EMC ratings. I want to copy them. So anyway, so they're just not... There's a little bit more effort, and we'll go over that in a second, but there's a little bit more effort in it than Applied Energistics 1, and I'm learning it, which is fine, but it is a pain. Next thing, we need 2 ender chests. And we're going to actually make 3, because later I'm going to need another one for something, so... what color is the one upstairs? Okay, it is blue. Okay. It's blue on the right. I want blue on the left. So I need some lapis. 2 pieces of lapis. We need to get a ender chest. I will never need to get into this ender chest, is the thing. So... if I never need to get into it... There we go. I think it's going to go right in here. You there. You there. And then we're going to go all the way down here, because I don't want to break this thing once I've put it down. And then you there, and you... Okay, so I was complaining about not being able to reach it, and reach the top, and the phone ring. So we'll just make sure that that's all cut out while I do that. Now both of them talk to each other, and we go up here. Now once we've got that done, let's see, we started there, that's empty. We've done that one, that was the chest. We go here. Now this is I'm not going to recreate these because I don't need them just yet. But this, right now we're going to recreate this ME controller. Okay? And what that does is that allows us to connect the drives, the screens, other devices, so on and so forth. But the base of that controller is like this here. So you need the Skystone blocks, which you can pick up at any Skystone meteor. And this guy right here, this mace, if you're having a hard time, all you got to do is just dump some if it's taking too long to get the Skystone, just put some cobblestone next to it. It goes real quick. And then you're doing 9 at a time. And it works just fine. I hollowed out a whole meteor doing that, and because I don't think there's an EMC value on it. And if there is, I didn't pay attention to it. So anyway, back to this. So we'll go ahead and create this just because, well, I can always just do... Wait. Uh-oh. I intended for it to go There. Okay, now one of the big differences between Applied Energistics 1 and 2 is channels. Channels are in place now, so it's a massive thing. Now, one of the things that, and I'll go over that, it's all about these cables. So, the one thing that you need to know is when you're starting Applied Energistics, you can have 8 devices on this cable. That's pretty much what you need to know when you first start. 8 devices maximum. So, let's see. We did that. We won't need that yet. Where is this guy? Okay, so ME toggle bus, what that's for is I think I had these guys on the last episode. These crystal growth accelerators. Now, if these things were on all the time, they would destroy the 400,000 AE that's in here, which not only am I getting from here, which by the way these toggle down when they're not in use, but right now they're hooked up to my big reactor. Just like that, through a energy acceptor, which you know how to make because you've made battery. With that said, if I was to turn these on and didn't have that cable, it would just suck these dry before anything would finish. So what you need is this guy right here. A bus, or whatever the heck this thing is called. It's the toggle bus. And what that allows you to do is that allows you to flip the switch through a little light up there, so I knew it was left on, and it turns these guys on. See how they're online and they're blinking? Well, we'll need those for this. The seed. See how fast? See how the blah? I can't talk. We'll just do this one. It's a Fluix seed. We can throw as many as in here as we want. Those will probably be done before I even get the screen off. Nope. And we'll get back to those. We need Fluix because of... if you saw that pattern that I just had, you need the Fluix dust, because, or the Fluix crystal, the pure Fluix crystal for, I believe, these? No. These. Wait. What? These. No. I don't remember why we needed it. We needed it for the controller. I'm pretty sure I had that backwards. Where's the controller? Controller, there. Yes, the pure Fluix. So drop a Fluix seed made from a Fluix dust and a sand into crafting table, and it makes the seed into a puddle of water. And then if you want it to go a lot faster, have the crystal growth accelerators next to it. So there's 2 pure, which, I mean, you guys saw last episode how long it took. That's already 44% done. Those will be done long before we even get anywhere near needing them. So then, once you have your Fluix dealy bobs, then you can make your controller. And once you have your controller, holy cow, you're going to want to be able to shut this off. Instead of letting this run out or just take the fuel out, you're going to want to be able to shut it off. Hence, the toggle bus. So now I can shut this off and not worry about it taking up all my power, which is kind of cool. Now, what do we do with all this mess, you ask? Well, we make drives. Lots and lots and lots of drives. And how do we do that? Well, we come over here, and I have it already laid out. You're going to need some formation cores. We're not going to get into those. To make the ME terminals, formation and annihilation. For some reason, I thought they were both formation. And when I found out that they were annihilations, I threw 2 annihilations down that shaft over there because I cheated in the crafting tables, or the ME terminals, so I could do that. I thought it was broken, but I just didn't pay attention. But I paid for it. I threw them in the garbage. Drive bay. Now we're getting into some of the processors, which is, we'll need those. The processors are really cool because I use this sky chest and I laid them out for you. Remember these guys? These are kind of cool because to make these, you need all of this. Okay? And you need, this is your end result. You start with these, then you need these, the blah, 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 and it just continues to go. So let's go ahead and grab, a piece of gold. Maybe. Let's grab a piece of redstone, a piece of silicon. Now, all of this works the same for all the pieces. And you can see here, I'll just leave it up here for a second. You can't copy this, but you can copy that. You can't copy any of this. You can copy the redstone, you can't copy the printed silicon or any of the other parts. But it's fairly simple, it's just time consuming. So, I've laid it out to where all we have to do is come down and take one of these 4. Now pay attention to these 2 specifically, because the patterns look pretty close to the same, but they're different in scriber logic and in scriber calculation. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and make this one in the middle, just because I grabbed gold instead of a diamond and instead of a pure Certus quartz. So we're going to need the gold, we're going to need the silicon, and that should be it. So then we're going to come over here to our inscriber, which should be powered, and if you just hold shift, it automatically will put it where it belongs unless it's the last phase. Okay, so now we've got that, put that in there, and now we're going to have the silicon version, and then it matters which order they go in. So the order is very simple. It's the expensive piece, the redstone, and then the cheap piece. And as you see, it's going up. Now, over here, you've got some buffs that we can do, that we can, not buffs, but upgrades that we can increase, like full, I haven't really paid attention to them. I'm assuming there's a full stack card that we can go and put in here. But just for simplicity reasons, I wanted to get this thing up and running. I needed to get it up and running, mainly so I can get the quarry up and running. So, with that said, let's see, all of that mess, then you can make these pieces, which makes your formation cores, which allow you to do a whole bunch of other stuff, i.e. make your plates, or make your screens. This is a crafting table, drive bays, and then drives, which is down over here. So let's see, did I screw this up? Did I go the wrong order? Okay, so I think I did not go. Okay, good. Now you need, this is a pretty basic one, 1K storage drive, which is this guy right here. It'll store 63 different types, or 1 meg worth of data, which, if I remember correctly, when I tried to equate the math behind this, now keep in mind, I know how to read binary. I've taken computer science classes in college, this, that, and the other thing. I get lost. I don't know if they're nominal sizes for each item or what, but I just stopped trying as soon as I made it past the second item in trying to calculate the actual size. Okay, the phone rang again. So, anyways, yeah, long story short, I gave up on trying to find out what the math was. 1K, just remember, 1 meg worth of stuff, or 63 types. It's very simple. The more types, the less space. The more single item, the less types. You need one of these, and then you take that one of those, the ME storage component, and it's very simple. You can make a whole bunch of 1 meg devices and put them in a whole bunch of drive bays, or you can make 3 of these and move up to the 4K device, because all you need to do then is use some Certus quartz and some quartz glass and make a 4K, which is what I did. One of the reasons why a 16K takes so long is because a 16K is 3 of these, which there's 3 of the 1Ks in each, so that's 9 1Ks. 9 1Ks of plugging around or plugging out of this thing here takes a whole episode of Gilligan's Island. I'm just kidding, I don't watch that anymore. So, what do? We go ahead and we make this. I'm not going to make this. Actually, I am going to make this because, you know, I'm going to go up to a 64K device. But you make this. You take this guy in here. I'm not going to mess around with the chests and stuff because of the. I know you can do parodies and stuff like that. I'm not going to make that complicated of a system, but you guys can. I do know that Direwolf 20 puts out a killer Applied Energistics 2 mod spotlight, so go take a look at his, and he will be able to walk you through all of the channels, all of the subnets, all of that kind of stuff. So, after that, I need to do one specific thing. The whole point of having this is to not have this. I don't want this anymore. I eventually want to turn this into the center of my my building, this into storage, applied energistic storage, this into nothing, because eventually this is going to go away. But, I mean, I don't want chests all over the place, so the way to do that is with an import bus. And it may take a little bit of time, but watch this. We're going to go ahead and I need my Certus quartz wrench. Where did I do with that? Did I leave it in here? Nope. Nope, I know where it is. Certus quartz wrench. Go! Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this. Okay, and that comes back to me. And we're going to put... Boom. Wait, no. I do not want the cobblestone in there. Come back here. I want everything else in there. That one. It'll take a little bit of time. A lot of time. Whoa. Well, I'm going to have to upgrade that to a... Is there a precision? Where's the buses? Well, let's see. Oh, there it's going. It's picking it up a little bit. We'll leave it at that. That's fine. Mainly because, well, the first thing I'm going to do is check these and see with these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drives, 63 times 8, I don't even know what that math is, but that's how many different items that I would have to actually plug that up. So, let's see. I do need... Actually, I'm going to hold off on that because... Nope. Next episode, you guys are going to see me hooking up the quarry. I was hoping to get it hooked up today, but that's not happening as we're fairly close to the 25-minute mark. So, with that said, guys, I hope... God, that is an ugly mug. I don't like that. But I do like the Sphax. I really do. And I like applied energistics, don't get me wrong. It's just not a very... it's not as user-friendly as it was in 1.0. Definitely makes it a little more challenging, especially when you have that behemoth out there to deal with. So, with all that mess said, guys, I thank you for watching. If you guys like my episodes, if you like my Let's Plays, hit that like button. If you want to see more of what I'm doing here, definitely share, and if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button so you can see my new content coming out as it comes out. And I try to get a video out every week. I do have some things coming in the future that's going to change some stuff. So you might be seeing a couple more Let's Plays. I'm going to go back to the Direwolf 20. I've been playing that for about 2 weeks, and it's been really stable. And you guys might see a co-op from my buddy. So, I've been thinking about getting that up and running. And once that's situated, you're going to be seeing a little more of me. So, until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you in episode 11.